You coming?
You can go without me.
All right. Oh, that's boring clothes. What, am I scaring you? Want me to scare you? Boo, boo, boo!
Pay her no mind. It's just a harmless retard. Just don't make eye contact.
I'm hearing you! I buy my bus pass for $40 and I'm first always, so that's why I'm found.
What's up, guys? Benny. There are very few truly historic moments in American politics, and this is one of them.
Fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account.
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
And I'm just so honored to have actually been there that night. I'm right there in the front row. Young reporter listening to President Trump body Megyn Kelly on the debate floor. This was President Trump's first debate appearance on the national stage. Everybody thought that Trump was not running a real presidential campaign. At this point, they thought that it was all a scam. This was just the attitude, right? And then when you heard 30,000 people in the arena in downtown Cleveland roar, which is where this was, is in this NBA arena in downtown Cleveland where the Cavaliers play, the roar was louder than a national championship for that response. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a historic moment. Since then, President Trump has, caused some problems for Rosie O'Donnell. President Trump has recently said that Rosie O'Donnell needs to lose her citizenship. He said this on social media. Now Rosie O'Donnell is losing her mind over that and is very upset. She says she expected Donald Trump to renounce her citizenship, but she won't do it voluntarily. Okay, well, she fled to Ireland. Let's go ahead and read. Rosie O'Donnell from Exile says she expected Trump to threaten her citizenship after 20 years of abuse. Rosie O'Donnell says she wasn't surprised when President Trump revoked her U.S. citizenship. He threatened to revoke it, claiming that she's endured 20 years of abuse from her longtime foe. The former talk show host social media to slam the absurd attack after the president triggered a social media brawl with Rosie O'Donnell as he branded her a threat to humanity. I'm safe here in Ireland. I'm out of reach of the tangerine Mussolini, former talk show host said in my 10-minute TikTok video addressing the long-standing feud with Trump. I have to say that I was expecting him to do something absurd and need this for a few reasons. Project 2025. Yeah, I know I was never going to shut up, she says. Okay, got it. O'Donnell, 63, moved overseas to Dublin with her 12-year-old non-binary child in January in response to Trump's victory against Kamala Harris. So, can you explain to me why, if you moved away to get away from Trump, that's all you incessantly do? All you do, lady, is talk about Trump. This is all you do.
Very, very unbelievable. It's like a futuristic dystopian novel. And we're living it, right? Americans, which I will always be. I will never renounce my American citizenship. I am waiting happily for my Irish citizenship so that I can be a dual citizen, but I will never renounce my American citizenship, ever. But I'm good, so don't worry about me, and thanks for all the support, everyone. It's been very beautiful and very touching, so thank you for that. All right, I gotta go. 10 seconds. Just remember, a tick-tock and old shine.
What the hell is wrong with you? Rosie, who traveled to Ireland to get away from Trump with herpes on her face, can't stop talking about Donald Trump, and is clearly not doing well. She's blamed President Trump for her weight and her alcoholism. And she's blamed President Trump for pretty much every problem in her life that is totally self-inflicted. It's a symptom of TDS for sure. She called the move a necessity to protect her family. But the actress, who was born in Long Island, remains unfazed by the president's warning shot. Can't take away someone's citizenship. They have to renounce it themselves in the Constitution. So, I'm not worried, says the League of Their Own star. However, the Supreme Court has given him unbridled powers, and I believe that his dementia forces him to think that he's actually a king, and we don't have kings in America. Okay. But she moved to a place with a monarchy. I mean, listen, I don't know what part of Ireland she's in, but you know, part of Ireland is in the United Kingdom. That has a king. Dumbass. Maybe she's in Northern Ireland. I don't know. Don't yell at me in the comments. I'm aware, but I'm saying it's all the same rock, right? It's all the same island. So there's a part of the Irish Isles that is the United Kingdom. It's called Northern Ireland. Maybe you've heard of it. Anyway, that has a king. That place has a king. Okay. Saturday, the commander-in-chief raised on Truth Social that he's serious consideration of taking away Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship. Because of the fact that Rosie O'Donnell is not the best interest of our great country, I'm seriously considering taking away her citizenship. She's a threat to humanity and should remain in the wonderful country of Ireland. If they want her. God bless America. Okay, good. Look at this. Oh, no. Ugh. Jeez. Hopefully those were raining. I don't know. Maybe those are tears. I'm not sure. Rosie O'Donnell cried and knew that Trump was going to win, watching the Biden debate meltdown. Shame on Democrats. That's what it is. This is Rosie O'Donnell crying. Rosie O'Donnell goes on a ranting ramble against Trump as a threat to humanity, saying she won't renounce her citizenship. That's too bad. Rosie O'Donnell went on Chris Cuomo's show and recently blamed you for the fact that she's overweight and drunk. What do you say to that?
Donald, she went on Chris Cuomo's show recently. She blamed you for the fact that she's overweight, depressed, and drunk. What do you say to that? Do you think TDS is going to ever be a DSM-5 citation?
I don't know about Rosie. I watch Rosie. Rosie's a mess. She's a mess. But she left our country, which is a good thing, not a bad thing.
So I'm looking here at, I don't know what this is. Rosie's response to Trump. Perfect. Okay. Because this is somebody's text message to Rosie, it looks like. Hey, Donald, you're rattled again 18 years later, and I still live rent-free in that head of yours. I don't get, I don't get it. So Trump's, sometimes these boomer memes just send me. So Trump's president of the United States, and he's the top position not only in his country, but in the world. And that's the pretty huge accomplishment, right? Rosie O'Donnell fled her native country in order to get away from Trump. Yet all she does is talk about Trump. This I cannot understand. Why? Why do all you do is talk about Donald Trump? Somebody else who fled their native land is Ellen DeGeneres, who supports Rosie O'Donnell. That's right. Good for you, says Ellen DeGeneres, who also moved to England, who moved to a place with a king. That she guaranteed moved to a place with a king. She lives in the Cotswolds outside of London. Very fancy white people live there. She wrote alongside of a screenshot of Trump's Truth Social post. Got it. So Ellen DeGeneres, also from a literal Ellen DeGeneres, a supporter of the No Kings rallies, who moved to a monarchy. It's so funny. On Saturday, POTUS raged about giving serious consideration for taking away her citizenship. Okay. So that's good to know. Good to know. Well done. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I can think about ways. I think I wouldn't put it past them. I'm sure they've come up with ways. Luckily, they haven't made. I mean, Rosie O'Donnell was able to self-deport, so they weren't able to turn her. The White House wasn't able to turn her into a. Goodness gracious, 75 million views, into an anime. Okay, or send her to Alligator Alcatraz. Or do a CNN segment on their self-deportation. So, consider yourself lucky, right? There you go. Simple as. What do you think about Rosie O'Donnell? Let me know in the comments. Would you like to see her stay a permanent resident of somewhere other than America? I certainly would. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See you.